Hey folks, it's Ridgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. I'm just going to go and move this trailer here. I've fed the cattle at the end of the last one, and we're going to go and park this underneath the spout for our feed mixer over this side. And then we can start that one loading up again. Now, we've got rain due. We have done everything that we need to do in our fields, apart from applying a herbicide. Excuse me. That's going to be the only job that we've got. Now, I could either start that tonight so that we can have a bit of preventative treatment, or we can just get on and skip the night and worry about doing that in the morning. I'm actually thinking that I'd like to get the first round of herbicide on the fields now, before nighttime comes along. We've got 1 hour. So it's not an hour in real life, because we're on 5 times speed, so it's a little bit less than that. But, yeah, we've got an hour of time. So if I tip this trailer load here out, just the one, we'll just leave it like this. We haven't got the money to get anything else. I don't know what we've got in the machine, though. We're on minus $788, so we might not actually have enough money to be able to go and do it. I don't know how much is left in the sprayer. If we've hardly got anything in the sprayer, then this isn't going to be a viable option. But it might be. So let's slowly start driving away while that one lowers itself down again. And we will just bring that one round there like that. Right. We can let this one start loading up again, and then we can get into the shed and we get that sprayer on and have a look at how much we've got left in the tank. We might be lucky. We might have enough to get once around the field. I kind of, now that I think about it, I'm not sure that we do. I don't think we've got enough. So I'll start that one loading right there. Start, and then I'll unhitch, and I will... I'm wondering if I should have a counterweight to offset the weight of the sprayer. I don't think I will, and we're not going to worry about twin wheels on this one. We're just going to keep it like it is, but let's have a look. Go on. How much have we got? How much? Curious now. 400 litres. It's 30%. Don't think that's going to be enough, but it might be. What we'll do... I'll tell you what we'll do is I will put this one out. I won't do down the long straight down there, because that is easy enough to get later on. What I'll do is I'll start here, and I will go anti-clockwise, going around the field. Just start off with. There, and bring that on a little bit further. Be about right there, I should think. Right, off we go. And it is going to give us a mark where we're travelling on the field as well, which is good, so that we can see where we've been. That will make it a little bit easier for us. If we can at least get part of the field done, or a line around the edge, then once morning comes along, we can get our milk, we can sell it so that we get a little bit of cash for that, and then what we can do is we can set the hired help going with this, and that will be away, and then while the hired help is doing this, we can focus on cleaning the animals, feeding the animals, and doing anything else that needs to be done with the animals. I don't know that there is going to be very much else to be done, apart from chuck a little bit of food here and there, and tidy them up a bit. But then that's easily done. We can go and do that, and that will take care of a little bit of time. And then if we get everything done and this one goes and does what it needs to do with the hired help, then we can just skip time until harvest time, which is not going to be tomorrow, is it? It's not going to be the following day either. Well, I don't think it's going to be the following day. It does depend on when it rains, because obviously we can't do the harvesting too soon after it rains. It just won't let us do that. We're 20 past 7 now. 260 litres. We should, I think, get most of the way around the bottom edge of the field. I guess it doesn't matter quite as much down there, as long as I can at least get these sort of like here down over to that corner right there, sort of in line with us. If it does that much, then I think we'll be doing all right, and then the hired help should be able to go and cope with the rest of it without too many problems. At least this is what I'm hoping. 1925. Are we going to even get this done before nightfall? Like, I'm not sure that we've got time to do all of this, really. I mean, I'm hoping that we do. It would be nice if we could get this job done. Just get it out of the way. 170 litres. Is that going to be enough to get over to the... I'm hopeful that we could get... We've definitely got enough to do up to this side over here. But I'm now starting to think that maybe we got enough to get all the way along that bottom edge as well. And run all the way up to the top corner. Where we... You know, just up to our other track. The new track that we made all the way in across. Cut that one in ourselves, we did. When we lived here first, when we moved here first, back in our day, this was all nothing but trees. There was a road around here, and that was it. Everything else was trees back in our day, before they came in and developed it. Now look at it. It's just bare fields, no trees in sight. It's disgusting. It used to be so much nicer here. And then that farmer bloke came along and chopped down all the trees, and now look at it. It's absolutely appalling. He should be ashamed of himself. He really should. He should be absolutely ashamed of himself. 50 litres left to get to this corner, and are we gonna do it? So many times I've done this, and I've like wanted to get and not quite enough, but this one we are going to do. We've got just enough through there. Look at that. We've got 18 litres left over. That's not bad going. Right, we'll fold that bad boy up, and then we can get back to the yard. We can, as soon as he's folded up here. There we go. We can get that one. Actually, I'm just going to park that one in the yard. It doesn't really matter at the moment. We need to skip the night, and then we're going to need to sell all of our milk in the morning. So whatever we've got available to sell, that will have to go. If we've got like a few litres over a second lorry load, then we will probably just keep that for the following day rather than trying to get rid of more of it. At least that's what I'm kind of thinking. Right, we want to speed up time so that we get close to 8 o'clock, and then we will go down to 5 times speed when we're close to 8. Right, yeah, that's close enough. And now we can skip the night. We want 11 hours sleep, remember. We're going to go like that. Sleep. Skip right through. 7,000 in loan interest. 1,100 in property maintenance. It is now hoofing it down with rain. You don't really want to do herbicide spraying when it's raining. It's not the greatest of ideas, but sometimes beggars can't be choosers. And I went too far. I went to go to here. Actually, how much have we got? Let's have a look. Sheeps, we've got 213 sheeps now. We've got 145 cows. We've just had another one, so we had 2 extra overnight. It's not bad going. And we're on 35,863 litres of milk. So we are almost... Actually, no, we're well over a tanker load. 32,000 on here. We are up to now, we're going to be doing daily milk sales. So we will... leave a little bit. Like they don't just have a single tank, so it'll be multiple tanks. And is that wheat? That's weeds that have got. The field hasn't germinated, but it has got weed growth all over it. If we have a look in here a second, through there, look, see, weeds everywhere that we sprayed. Preventative treatment that actually worked. That worked really well. I'm impressed with that. Right, we want to come up this side. Up here, like this. Bring it on round there, and then we can reverse it up to the cattle pen. Bring you in this side. Like that. And wool is getting full. We could be actually looking to sell a bit of wool as well. We'll have a look at those prices in a bit. Actually, I'm going to have a look at the prices now. I'm going to back that one in there and start loading up milk. We've got 36,000 litres in there. We are going to be getting for our milk 1,200. Wool is ready to sell as well. So we're actually going to knock that down to 1 time speed, and we're going to leave it there. We've got another 4,000 litres of milk. I'm not sure if I should be leaving that until tomorrow or not. I think I will. I'm going to chance that one. I'm going to leave the milk until tomorrow, the rest of it. So we'll sell 1 load, 1 full load, because we haven't got enough for a full load every day. And this is just like the changeover. The little bit that we've got here, the extra bit, that is going to be left there in the tank. That was from this morning's milking. That'll be left there until tomorrow, and then we'll gather that with the other milk that we get tomorrow. Because remember, yesterday we had like, I don't know, was it 14,000 litres of milk? So we definitely had a lot more milk yesterday than we've got today. A lot more milk left over yesterday because we didn't take anything at all than we have that we're extracting today. Does anybody understand what I mean? I understand what I mean. I want to jump over to you a minute, as we now have the money pouring in, and we're going to go straight over to that herbicide tank. We're going to load up, and then we're going to set the hired help going in the field immediately. Not great doing this in the rain. You don't really want to be spraying in the rain, but we don't have any choice at the moment, so that's what we're going to go and do. So we're going to take that. We've got $39,000 for selling milk. That one is now full. I can take it up over onto this side, and I can just let it go down the side of the field down here. And that is going to be all of the fertilizer that we're going to need, all of the herbicide that we're going to need. Nothing else will need to be done to this field. That will be it then, just that. This up here that's already got 2 lots of fertilizer, with a little tiny bit left at the top, if you remember, but we're not going to do that. And then I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to press H for H. And that one is away. Right, excellent. That has lined up beautifully. That is going to go and do everything that it needs to do. We're actually... Ooh. If it sticks out a little bit further, just up there. It should be right. It should just reach it. It might have to stretch a little bit, but it should be fine. So, 32,000 litres of milk. You are going to come down here. You are done with, and then we will park you up, and then the merchant won't be back until tomorrow to come and get the next load. So I'm actually just going to bring him in here and swing him round, and he's not here officially. He's only here unofficially. So we'll bring you in like that, there, and then we will unofficially go and move him back here out of the way, like that. Gently does it. There. Right, he can go and park up there, and then I want to jump straight over to this tractor. So the next thing I want to do, lift that one up like that, is I want to go and get those pallets of wool. I've set it on 1x speed because the wool price, we need to freeze the wool price at what we're currently being offered so that we can sell at the price that we're currently being offered. So I'm just going to get those sold, and then once that's done, we can then go back to our usual 5x speed, and we can do a bit of feeding, we can do a bit of cleaning, we can do all of those bits and pieces while the sprayer is operating out in the field and doing its thing. So let's zoom out a little bit. What are we... No, there. What are we loading? We are loading large square bales. We want to change that over to mission pallets, egg boxes, cotton modules, pallets. The one that I want. There. Right, okay. And then I can press U to get that one loading. And we have got 3 full pallets and then a little bit more besides. So I can get those 2 onto there, like that. And I can stop loading, unload onto the trailer, put the straps on like that, and then off we go. And this is the merchant coming to collect these pallets of wool as well. And these on round that way. And they get these up onto the sell point. So we're on $28,000 right now. With this wool and the milk that we've just pulled in, we stand to make another great big pile of money, which is another great big load of animals that we're going to be able to buy. There we go, there's all of those, and I'll put the straps. There's another $45,000, which means that the cattle now, I've got enough with $73,000. I don't need to buy any more cattle. Technically, I could just allow them to fill up, but I think that's going to take too long. I don't need to buy any more machinery. It would be a bit quicker if we did buy a couple of other things, but I don't really need to buy a load more machinery. We can leave it as it is. We don't need to do anything different there. Right, let's bring you this way like this, and unload you onto there like that. Excellent, that's going to have them loading. Yeah. I'm just wondering if I should buy cows. It's 200 and... This is the bit that I always forget. Like, the cattle that we want to load, that we want to get, we need... How many is it? Large cow pasture. It's 200. It's 200, and we've got 145 already. So we're getting close to having a full pen of cattle, which means that we're... what I was sort of thinking is that we get to 190, or we get to 200 cattle, and then we sell 10, and then we allow them to build back up, kind of like I was planning to do with the sheep as well. That exactly what I was planning to do with the sheep. Same thing, same principle. We can speed that up a little bit now. And just slowly speed them up and slow them down according... Well, not speed them up, just sell off 10 each time. And that will allow us to make a little bit of extra money off of them. But I also need to start building up the number of pigs that I've got. There's another important job that I've got to do. We need to start doing that. And the reason that I want to leave the building up of the pigs for as late as I possibly can is because of the amount of food that they're going to take to feed. And it's not just any food that they take. They take grain. And grain is in shorter supply than the grass. We've got lots of surplus grass. I've got some surplus grain, but I haven't got lots and lots of it. So that's where we're going to encounter a little bit more of a difficulty, a little bit more of a problem. Right, there's a little bit of silage gone into there. We'll go back up and we'll get the other scoop. I don't think there's more than another scoop. There's just one scoop up there. We're whizzing up this hill, and... Sort of thinking, I'm going to jump out. I reckon that we could get another 20 cattle for that's going to cost us 50,000. That's going to put me up to 165, which is pretty good going, really. I'm in an iron about this. The reason I'm in an iron is because I'm wondering whether I should be buying pigs yet, or if I think I will just stick with the ones that we've got. The one thing that I am going to want to do when we get pigs is I'm going to want to get more trailers. I'm going to want to do the same thing that I'm doing on the Alp series. I want 3 trailers with the various different pig feed in, and do it like that because it's so much easier. Like, it really does make a big difference. Right, I'm just going to leave you there. Let's get some cattle for a start, and we'll see how we do with that. So $73,000 right there. 145 out of a potential 200. It's brown and white that we're using. We're going to go with 165. Well, I want to spend around 50,000. So this 164. This all right. All right. No, I'll go with a full 20 cows. Confirm like that. That leaves with $19,000. And then if I go into here, it's going to take a minute before it alters the reproduction rate on there. I don't know how much they produce in a 24-hour period. So no, we're not ready to get pigs just yet. We will stay focused on cattle. I've got $20,000 left, which is enough to just cover any expenses that might come up. And just remember that we do spend nearly 10 grand overnight on loan payments as well, which they're never cheap. So there's a little bit of grain in there. That. I'll tip that in. Excellent. And then, what have I got in the way of food for sheep? Could do with a little bit for them. Food for the chickens is actually alright. Food for sheep, I could do with a few bales, actually. Might go and get the fork on in a minute. We'll get the fork on, and we will put a stack of 3 bales of hay in for the sheep, if I can. If I can pick them up well enough. And there's a full bucket of, well, almost a full bucket of grass there. Let's tidy those up. Now, everything is tidy. We've at least got all of the animals tidy. The herbicide has got half a tank left. Almost exactly half a tank. It's a lot of rain today. This is a miserable old day, isn't it? This is a miserable old day. Let's swing you around like this. So we're going to be straight back into our harvest again in almost no time at all. without really any other task in between. I mean, the only thing that we've really got now to occupy us is a little bit of feeding and stuff like that in between doing all of the work with the mowing, the baling, and all of that. And the mowing and the baling is taking quite a bit of time. Starting to get that, like, I mean, yeah, admittedly, to start with the series, we were doing pretty much nothing but non-stop felling of trees. Well, now we've got no trees to fell. We've done that. The felling of the trees is complete. There are no more trees. Or at least no more trees that we're going to be doing. So now we're focusing on this, and we seem to be spending most of our time mowing. I am wondering if it would be worth upgrading our set of mowers, but I kind of don't think it is. Like, if we're going to upgrade machinery, we're going to be wanting to upgrade everything we own, which includes upgrading combine and the mowers, because, like, if I don't upgrade the combine, I probably should have put the weight on the back of this tractor to do this job. He's a little bit tippy right here, and I think a counterbalance on the back, just to keep his back wheels down on the ground while I'm shunting these around, would probably have helped. Let's bring you up that way. See, look at this. Look at this. Wheels up. Wheels up, that is. There, I'm gonna lift that one up a little bit there, and then you look. Whoa! Easy, son. Look at that. That's not what we want. Put your wheels down. Yeah, that was not really what I was hoping for here. I mean, there, that certainly makes it a lot easier. But yeah, get the wheels going up into the air, and you soon know, like, you get a little bit of weight on that front bar. You soon know about it. Now, how are we doing in here? I could probably put another 3 in for those sheep, and they'd be quite happy with that. Let's go. Have we got time? I reckon we can go and get another 3. You know what? I'm going to actually go and get the front weight on. Well, it's going to be, for us, technically, it's a rear weight. But, yeah, I'm going to go and get the weight on, and I'm going to do it with that. Now, the sprayer is just about finished. The crop has got 1 growth stage now. Sprayer is about to turn around and tell me that he has finished. Finito, all done. And there is our weight. That's going to make a big difference to that one. Let's go and have a look in here a second and have a... Yeah, I did see that it had missed a little tiny bit. And then he's got that patch over there. So I'm going to let him just automatically go and get the little patch. And then we can always drive it round and get the other bit that he's missed up close by the rock. And to get 3 more bales and put in for the sheep. Actually going to get... Yeah, okay, I will get 3 bales. I was thinking, no, I won't. I'll just get those 2. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get 3 bales and put in for the sheep. And then I was thinking I'll get 3 more bales. We'll get 3 bales of straw. And we'll put them into the straw shredder. Put them through that one. But I'm not sure I will. I'm going to pick you up in here like this. There. And just kind of straighten you out a little bit like that. There we go. Right. And off we trot. So we will go and tip these 3 in for the sheep. That should be fine with it. And then, whoop, steady, steady. Go slower. Go a little bit slower than that. You've got to be careful with these tractors. Can't go turning the corner too fast when you got stuff on your front loader. It's never a good idea. Bad things can happen if you try to do nonsense like that. Right, now how are you looking? How are you looking now? That's more like it. Look at that. It's looking much better. And we're now on every 7.5 hours for a cow. We've got 35 more cows before we reach maximum capacity. We are pulling in 3 cows per day. So in 10 days' time, we will have a full pen of cows. Yeah, I think we can start working on pigs next. Once we get another cash injection, we can start doing a little bit with the pigs. I'm going to just stop you there a minute, and I'm going to go over to this one. Start you up. Like that, and yeah, it's just a bit over there by the rock that I want to go and get in a minute. We run over here and we get this, and then this job is complete. While I got a bit of money, I'm going to actually fill the sprayer up. Now, I don't know where this bit is. So I'm wasting a little spot of money just here doing this. Oh, there's... I just seen a flower there. They got obliterated by my weed sprayer. I think that's all of it. Everything has been obliterated. Right, excellent. So, we can start folding you up. I'm going to fill the sprayer right up. So, next time we want the sprayer, if we don't have a great deal of money when we want to haul it out the shed, we can at least get started with it and sort of keep going. However, I don't think that that is going to be much of a problem anymore. We're now going to be able to sell milk every single day. We got milk coming in. We got a regular income. This is something that's quite amazing. It doesn't happen a lot in agriculture. I think milking is one of the few things where you've got guaranteed regular income. I mean, there are things, you know, like chicken farmers and that. You get your eggs every day. And pigs as well has got a fairly regular year-round income. But a lot of farming, arable farming, sheep, beef, that sort of stuff, it's not regular year-round income. A lot of it is irregular, once or twice a year. I mean, sheep, typically, you get most of your income over the course of a couple of months, and then the rest of the year you get nothing. And so you've got to make all of that income spread across the rest of the year to make up for all of those sheep. And so you've got to, like, achieve a bit of a balance. Now, what else am I going to do? I'm going to use this tractor, actually. We're going to go up here. And... steady, steady. What I was thinking, just to finish this off, just to finish off the day, is we will go and we will put this one in here. So I'm not going to, like, jump forward too much more time at the moment. We will start fast-forwarding time. But no, I'll have this one. And we're going to go and drive it over next to the straw. And we will use the front loader. And we will load up a stack of bales into here. I'll see how much of a stack we can put in. Sort of thinking that we will put, like, if I can stack 6 bales up in here, that would be pretty cool. If I stack 6 bales up inside this thing, what I'd like to see is one of these with an auto-load function on it. That would be great. If I could auto-load 6 bales into this, that would be fantastic. I don't think that's been done, though. I don't think there is any such a beauty anywhere out there to be used. No auto-load trailers. Which is bitterly disappointing. I would very much like to see auto-load trailers. But, not auto... no auto-load bale shredders, because... yeah, it's slightly frustrating with the whole bale shredder thing. And, I mean, I prefer it if we can have ones that you can just dump bales in without having to use a shredder. It makes life a lot easier. And I know why they've done it. I know why they've done it. I know why we have these things. It's fine, it's fine. I can cope with it. It's just it would be easier if we didn't have to. That's all I'm saying, is it would just be easier if we didn't have to. Right. Bring you forward a bit, and then down we go. Right. Let's just lift that up a bit there. I'm going to bring you down a bit further. No. There. Ooh, nice. Right, we got them in there. I have 3 of them in there. So now what I want to do is... carefully does it. I want to get 3 more... I've only got 24 bales left here. It's not very many. We're getting through our bales. I want to get 3 more. I want to have a stack of 6 bales here. And you've got to remember, these bales are 8,000 litres each. Right? There's a lot here. So there's 24,000 litres of straw that I've got me forks right now. There's 48,000 litres of straw that I'm going to be loading into this thing in a huge, great big stack. So if I could do that, if I can actually stack them up on top of there, carefully enough that we can do it without anything dropping or tipping or anything like that. There you go. Right, take them up like that. I need to really put the spikes in a little bit lower down. Oops. Take them up a bit like that. Go on, I'm going to do this. That is... you can tell I'm doing that from the side. That was not what was supposed to happen. Right, we'll try and stack that in on there like that. That's looking a lot better like that. But they've drifted already. They did drift there a little bit. Right, I'll do that, and now I want to try and... There, I've got that one. Oh, that's the problem. They bounce in and out. Like the tines will bounce in and out a little bit, so it is easy to make a mistake. Let's just put that one down on the ground like that, so that the tines aren't going to dig into anything. And now we want to try and very, very carefully and gently get this back over here. Now, I don't have a steering wheel. You do this with keyboard. I do this series with keyboard steer rather than steering wheel. So we got to go gently does it. And go nice and slow, because I do not want that stack of 6 bales tipping over. Not in the slightest. If it's going to tip over, it's going to tip to our right. Because the bales are leaning slightly that way on the bottom few anyway. So it leans to the left just there as we go up that hill. But that wasn't enough for it to do anything. This, I believe, we've got fairly level. So we just go in there, nice and easy. Like that. Brake slowly, and yes, we're away. Right, we'll cover that poor cow right there. Let's just try not to get the cow completely covered. And if we can get 1 or 2 of these bales done, see, one of them, they will drop down, and then we will only have 3 bales sticking up above it. And it's not just 3 bales sticking up above it. What you've actually got is you've got 2 bales sticking up above, and then one of them is just about level. It's just under the level of the lip, and that does actually make a difference. Right, 900, 800 litres. Which one's going to disappear? It should be the bottom one. Yep, there we go. Right, that's much better. One more as well, just to be sure, so that it's really properly lowered it all down out of the way. And then we're looking a lot better in there. And straw-wise in here, I suspect that we will put all 6 bales in there without too much difficulty. So 6 bales, 48,000 litres of straw. How much straw do we need to put in for these cows? We've got to do this harvest that we've got here. And the next harvest, we're going to be doing wheat. And I think wheat gives the most straw. I think wheat does give more straw than barley. I'm not sure with the balances in this game, but I believe wheat gives more straw than barley. I'm hoping it does, because that's what we're going for it for the straw more than anything. We need to get a lot of straw in here. And the only way we're really going to do that is continually chucking it in with this one. Because we need to be able, so that we can say that we're done. Every pen has got to be full of animals and full of food. Now, we got the hay, we got that, we've got enough to be able to do the total mixed ration, apart from possibly the straw not being enough. We need about 600,000 litres in total to be able to make this all the way up. So, despite the fact that we've done remarkably well so far with our work on this, we still have a long way to go. We still actually have a long way to go to be able to get the... I've still got 35 cows to go. We ought to get the money for that fairly soon. It's time to actually start speeding this along now, I think. We'll get the money for the cows fairly soon. That won't be a problem. If we go and buy them, I'm thinking we probably won't. At least not yet. We'll just let the cows now as they are. And we're going to start working on pigs. We're going to get 250 pigs. 250 pigs we got to get over there and fill the pen up completely, so that we can say that we've got a full pen of pigs, a full pen of chickens, and a full pen cows, and a full pen of sheep. So we got a lot of work still to do. But anyway, we can't get it all done today. We're fast-forwarding time now. We should be good for another harvest fairly soon. We're going to be getting silage off of that field next, which should be a little bit quicker than doing the hay. I'm not quite sure. And then after that, it'll probably be another silage harvest, which will be sold for cash. I might even sell half of this silage harvest, because the silage is all for the cows. Not entirely sure. I just want one more bale to come out of here. Just this one. Then I'll put it going again with the final one. So we'll empty it. We'll put all 6 bales in there. See, have a look in there. 105,000 litres of straw in there already. Right, let's put that one going. So while he's going over there, I'm going to take a quick quick jog over this way and past our little caravan over here. And we're going to go and see how much we've got in this one. 263,000 litres in there. That is not actually enough to fill this. Like 263,000 probably take us up to almost full on there. So, okay, maybe it is enough. We've got 88,000 litres of straw, and we've got 168,000 litres of hay in there. Hay, we've got enough. Silage, probably, well, definitely no. We haven't got enough. We've only got 2 loads over there. Straw, we really don't have enough. So, straw is the bit we're going to be coming up short, because we're going to need a load of that for the pigs as well. Right, well, we'll have to deal with that. But anyway, we have run out of time, so if you've enjoyed this episode, then please hit down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well, that would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, this is Frithgar, goodbye, and see you later.